Good day, everyone, and welcome to Local Talks, where we dive into everything from current events to the wonders of nature. I'm your host, AC, and today we're ready to explore and discuss what matters most. Let's jump right in! Naman! Good day again, everyone. Talking about my cancer experience is both daunting and emotional for me. While I was fortunate to recover more easily than many others, it's deeply painful to remember the friends I met along the way who lost their battles. The journey itself was incredibly difficult, but the hardest part has always been witnessing the struggles and losses of those around me. Today, in the very first episode of Local Talk, I've decided to open up and share a part of myself with you, my cancer journey. For this episode, we're doing things a little differently. Instead of me asking questions, I'll be answering them. My three special guests, Paul, Bon, and Rexy, will be guiding the conversation as they explore my story. I give you three of my closest Metro friends, Paul, Bon, and Rexy. Let's give them a warm welcome. Hi, everyone.
Happy
Welcome.
New
Hello.
Year!
Happy New Year,
Woo!
guys! Hi,
Happy
Easy!
Year.
Yay!
I miss you.
Easy!
Hi,
I
Hey
miss you guys.
everyone, how y'all doing?
yeah, welcome to Local Talks. Greet our listeners and our viewers.
Hey
Hey,
everyone,
how are you
my name is
guys?
Bon. Happy
Happy New
2020,
Hello,
Year!
viewers.
2025.
For those who
Yeah.
are watching,
Ayun. Parang, go ahead, Bon. Nag-ano ka eh, nag-freeze ka ng konti doon.
Oh really? Yeah, I was greeting everyone. Happy 2025. How y'all doing everyone? Hey!
Si si Paul pala yung nag-freeze. Ng saglit. So, greet the viewers and listeners, Paul.
hello, good evening, and Happy New Year to you, listeners, and to your family.
Ang payat.
Happy New Year, AC, sa family mo. Kamusta kayo dyan? I miss
Happy New
Philippines.
Year. Happy New Year everyone. How was your celebration in the Philippines? I missed you all.
Okay naman kami dito. Eto,
I miss ko na kayo dyan.
kaya, ano sabi mo? Sorry?
Namimiss ko na kayo dyan.
Okay. Uwi ka naman ng February. So,
Hindi. Ako.
yun.
Ako rin.
So din.
Yan, nami-miss ko na kayo lahat sa lahat.
That's wonderful. So, eto na. Sabi ko nga sa intro kanina, hindi ako ang magtatanong sa inyo. Our guest will be guiding us through the conversation. So, instead of me answering it, instead of me asking questions, I will be the one answering. So, let's jump right in.
Oo.
Yes. I'm gonna prepare some tissue here on the
No.
side.
Yeah. So before we start, I just want to ask AC, kumusta ka naman AC sa yung ano mo, yung yung current mo ngayon?
Yeah, I'm okay now. So I'm on the phase na nagre-recover na. So
Okay.
I'm not out of the woods yet. Pero yun. I'm recovering and monitoring as a monitoring stage. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Good to hear.
Can you hear us Paul.
Si Paul is all over the place.
Yeah, I know. You're all over the place.
You're
Okay.
moving here, there, and everything. Ayun na, I think he has a good connection now. Okay.
Okay, so guys, AC, we're actually happy you know. So after what you have been through, I guess we're all still at awe with what happened to you, you know. So we're very curious, to be honest, no, how things were doing with you, with your health, with your family. So I hope you can share to us later those things na curious kami about. So, ayun lang naman, no? Yun lang yung sa akin.
Yeah. Sabi ko pa, I'll be answering questions from you. So, what
But of course, sorry to cut you off. You know, I've been really dying to ask you this question. How did you find out you had the cancer?
Yeah.
alam niyo naman, hindi naman lihim sa ating sa ating apat na I have been diagnosed twice. So, the first one was squamous, and the second one, the most recent one, was small cell carcinoma. Both were diagnosed via biopsy. So, yung unang diagnosis, wala naman akong nararamdaman. Nothing at all. May nakapalang akong bukol dito. So, all along, we thought it's benign. Yun, nag-excise yung mga nodules or yung mga lumps dito sa leeg. Then, they found out na it was squamous carcinoma primary. So, yung first one. Then, the second one was a frozen biopsy, CT scan guided. At yun, parang may ipapasok na needle dito. Tapos, kukuha sila ng laman. Then, they'll wait at the pathology na okay na, enough na to. Kung otherwise, kuha pa rin sila ng laman. So yun, that's how I was diagnosed.
Yeah.
Okay.
AC, I have a question though. Would you give us like a timeline, like for sa atin and sa mga viewers din, kung kailan mo na-diagnose yung first cancer and then yung second cancer?
May 10
Anong
years.
year?
May 10 years gap. 2013,
Oh, okay.
2013 when I was diagnosed the first time.
Mhm.
Then yun. Tapos all along akala ko okay na ako. Then the most recent was on October 2023. Yun.
Oh, so last year lang pala siya.
Last year lang siya.
Oh,
So
okay.
tapos yung second one may symptoms. Yun yung may symptoms. Ako tuloy-tuloy, parang chronic yung cough ko, parang 1 year
Okay.
siyang nawawala.
Okay, alright.
AC, sorry, yung second na biopsy, you said something about cellular. Ano ba yung classification na ginamit mo kanina? Second. Okay. Now, just for everyone's sake lang, no, para sa kaalaman ng viewers, I just want us to differentiate, no, in terms of gravity or in terms ng pagkalala ng cancer or whatever you call that, no. Alin dito yung mas malala? Was it the squamous or cellular diagnosis na nakuha mo?
According to sa mga nabasa ko, mas aggressive ang squamous daw. Pero wala namang, hindi naman ako nag-ano. Pero ang ano kasi, ang spindle, ang what do you call it? Ang small cell carcinoma, aggressive, may mga aggressive type din. Siyang aggressive type siya. So, I'm not really sure. Kasi eto to be honest, hindi talaga ako nagbabasa ng article towards regarding dun sa cancer itself. Kasi
Why?
siguro I felt na mas madadali yung buhay ko. Mas nadidepress ako. Kasi
Which is
mapapanic.
true kasi parang it gives you anxiety kapag nagbabasa ka ng napakaraming
Actually.
mga ganyang news, di ba?
Oo. Yun lang, no? Kasi parang, syempre, di ba, parang medyo nakakalito lang yung pagkakaiba nilang dalawa. Yung first one was asymptomatic pero aggressive. Yung second one was symptomatic, meaning may mga nararamdaman kang mga simptoma pero hindi siya aggressive. But upon seeing you kasi, I saw you when you had your first diagnosis of cancer. Me and Bon actually saw you. And the second time you were diagnosed, 3 of us saw you. And parang for me, mas nakikita kong mas malala yung pangalawa.
Yeah.
Really?
Kaya parang I'm actually thinking kung bakit umabot sa ganong sitwasyon yung pagkalala ng second occurrence mo, knowing na parang hindi naman pala siya ganon ka-aggressive. So, can you share something?
Yeah, kasi yung first time, yung first diagnosis ko in 2013, sabi ko nga wala siyang. So, nag-usap-usap kami ng mga kapatid ko, sabi, what do you want? Gusto mo ba ng traditional na medicine na go to chemo and radiation and all that? Sabi sa akin. So, ako kasi before, takot ako sa chemo, takot ako sa radiation. That was 2013. So, we decided na to go to a different route na pumunta sa alternative medicine. So, yun. Sabi ng alternative medicine, just give me 3 months at tignan natin kung gagaling ka. After 3 months, wala pa naman ako nararamdaman. So, yun. I guess, nagtuloy-tuloy ako. Parang naka-recover ako dun sa illness and naglast ako ng 10 years. So, this time around, yung most recent, mas grabe kasi nga, I went through chemotherapy and because mayroon akong cough na ayaw matanggal ng isang parang pag nag-spit ako, it's blood, not from the lungs, it's from the wound siguro, wound sa throat. Kasi napaka severe na yung severe na yung coughing ko.
Marcy, go
Sorry.
ahead, Paul. Sorry, go ahead.
One question, no? Parang, just to clarify, so, bali yung una mong diagnosis reoccurred after 10 years. And then, when it reoccurred, parang, masasabi mo ba na parang mas naging worse yung occurrence niya the second time around? Or parang sa tingin mo, naging worse na siya because you had symptoms, but technically, the type of cancer you had was less aggressive than the first one?
Feeling ko naging worse kasi nga dun sa symptoms. Kasi may time noon na hindi na talaga ako makahinga kasi yung mask sinasakal niya yung trachea ko. So, tapos nalulunod ako sa sarili kong phlegm, yung tipong gano'n. So, sorry sa mga...
Yung bukol. So, may bukol dito sa leeg.
Oo.
Okay.
Tapos yun. So, feeling ko mas worse yung second. Although, hindi siya ganun ka-aggressive. Tumama lang talaga siya dun sa it's very what do you call this? Tumubo a very odd place.
Oh.
Mediastinum. Oo, dito sa ayun. Basta na ano siya nung trachea. Tapos binabalutan niya yung trachea. Yun.
Bon, ikaw, Bon, you have a question?
Hindi, siguro, I did not ask really about the medical field, the medical aspect ng story ni AC because I have very limited, actually zero to none knowledge about the medical field. But I guess my question is more on the personal side kasi from the time na nakilala kita, you were a ball of energy. Napakapasaway mo. I remember we were in Caramoan. I think we're flying back to Manila. The flight attendant was already telling us to turn off our phones kasi lilipad na tayo. But you were there talking to your phone. Tapos ako kinakabahan na ako kasi parang first time natin sumakay sa propeller na plane. But you, AC, you were loud. You were talking to your phone. I'm like, tapos all throughout that vacation, ang saya-saya natin. So you were one of the sources of the energy in that time. So, my question is, I want you to take us back dun sa time na nalaman mo na you had a big C. I mean, what was your reaction?
Okay. Nung first time, of course, umiyak ako ng the whole day. Then, I called one of my closest friends dito sa province. And I've talked to her. Walang nakakaalam. Siya pa lang yung pinagsabihan ko. Then, my brother called. Tinanong niya, kumusta, ganyan. Nalaman niya somewhere. Kasi marami naman silang kilala sa hospital. So, may nagsabi sa kanya. Yun. So, yung initial reaction ko actually is just I cried for the whole day. Then I didn't even question God about it. I didn't ask him why. I just told him I am where I am supposed to be right now. So I have this because I am supposed to have it. Yung tipong ganun. So, yun. Yun yung first reaction ko. Then the second one, di naka-survive na ako for 10 years. So, I wasn't expecting. Yeah. So, yun. Nung second one naman, nung na sinabi sa akin na you have a small cell carcinoma, wala na lang. Parang, okay. Kung hindi ako ang siguro talagang para sa akin to yung tipong ganon kasi mahirap naman kung mga kapatid ko ang magkaroon. They have families, they have children, so it's better na it's me. It's not being heroic or it's not being selfless, it's just that it's logical na mas okay na ako kesa sila.
Kesa sa kanila.
They have families. They have a lot paano ko ba sasabihin? Mas maraming tao ang
maapektuhan.
Maapektuhan kung sa kanila nangyari to. So,
Which leads me to my second question. Your first diagnosis, okay ka, you're good, everything. Yung sa second mo, na-shake ba yung religion, yung not really religion, but your faith? Kasi syempre, di ba, okay ka na you thought you're okay, we had a good connection and everything, and then boom, bumalik siya ulit. So, was there ever a time na you asked, di ba kanina sinabi mo, you did not ask your faith, God and
Or did
everything.
you even blame?
Mm-hmm.
I won't and I will not do that. I will not blame. Ang tanong mo kung na-shaken yung faith ko, no. It drew me closer.
Oh.
Kasi parang noon nung first ko alam ni Paul yan na every Sunday I would ask them to come with me in church, or he would ask me to visit the church.
Parang parang ini-encourage mo nga ako mag-witchcraft.
Visit ka po. Sacred Heart ba to sa Makati?
Dito sa Sacred Heart. Malapit lang kami. So every Sunday kasama namin si Jen. Hindi naman every Sunday magkakasama kami. Pero ako kasi every Sunday akong nagmamass. Noon pa, right before pa, pero hindi ako consistent. Pero kung nagkaroon ako ng cancer the first time, yun, my closeness to God was restored, yung ganyan. So mas closer ako.
Marce, sorry, question lang, ginagawa mo ba yan dahil nararamdaman mong malapit ka na kunin ni Lord?
Oo yun.
You're repenting yung sins.
Alam ko naman na He's guiding me every now. Kahit
Marce, question. Pag kukunin ka na ni Lord, let's say, tapos may kukunin, isasama kang isa sa amin, sino yung isasama mo?
may nako, wala. At mahal na mahal niya yung mga pamilya.
Oh.
So,
Kasi kami ni Paul, hindi kami makakaakyat kasi kain kami ng kain. Ang hirap lumipad.
Hindi ko kayo makikita doon.
Sa baba ka.
Ay,
parang walang insect.
Si Rexy talaga, I know, hindi siya masyadong, papaakyat na siya pero nandito siya sa middle, you know why?
Alam ko kung bakit siya ipapababa. Marami akong screenshots dito.
Ay, may alam ako.
Ako rin. Marami akong alam.
Bastos kayo. Kaya hindi ko kayo maiwan eh.
Winner si Rexy. Yeah.
So yung acceptance ko, alin nang mas mahirap? First or yung second?
Sa two experiences ko, yung second. Mas hirap yun. Kasi yung chemotherapy pa lang, tsaka radiation. Ang hirap-hirap. Wala siyang sakit. Hindi siya masakit. It's just that it makes you weak and yung muscles mo talagang nag-numb. Yung iba, parang sabi nila na feel nila yung pagkain nila is pagkain nila is lasang kalawang. I didn't experience that. Pero ang na-experience ko yung weakness. I've been during the therapy, yung chemo at saka radiation, I've been hospitalized twice for low white blood cell and low red blood cell yung second time. Kaya naghanap kami ng dugo. Yun. So, yun. Mahirap yung
treatment. I guess it's the treatment siguro yung nagpapahirap din. Question lang din, no? Just before we move on to the topic, no? Parang naisip ko lang since sometimes kasi if you have been been diagnosed with an illness or kahit anong illness malalaman or hindi, sometimes may flashback sa atin eh. I don't know if you guys have experienced that. May flashback sa atin minsan na sana hindi ko na lang ginawa yung ganito, sana yung ganito. Yung parang medyo konting pagsisisi. So may ganun ka bang na-feel? May flashback ba sa'yo the first time, the second time you were diagnosed with the with a C? So, yon.
I know where you're heading. Kasi I was a smoker, yes. Pero hindi naman nire-regret yun. Pero hindi ko ina-advise na mag-smoke ang mga kabataan. I started smoking when I was 16 or 17. I stopped 5 months after I was diagnosed the first time. So, nung
And you were a chain smoker, I remember that.
Yeah, I know. So, yun. Na-diagnose ako ng November ng 2013. Nag-stop ako ng smoking right before ako bumalik ng trabaho. May 1st ng 2014. I remember kasi parang cold turkey lang yung ano ko eh, yung cold turkey lang siya when nung nag-stop ako, stop ka agad. Wala siya yung phase na
transition.
Transition na mag-aano ako na maglilas ako na 1 stick a day, yung ganun. Wala yun. So biglang stop.
So withdrawal siya in ganyan ba yung withdrawal? Sorry, I have to ask kasi medyo hindi ako masyado maalam sa ganyan. Yan ba yung withdrawal?
Kasi hindi ka naman nag yosi. Wala akong withdrawal. Wala akong withdrawal.
Oh.
Yan yung maganda sa akin nung nag-stop ako ng smoking. Stop talaga. Then wala namang withdrawal. Wala ring cravings. So, I'm just lucky sa aspect.
Maganda ka nga.
Marce, Marce, so basically, sa family niyo, wala namang kayong lahing may cancer?
Pero my dad colon
Okay.
cancer. 2011.
Oh, napapasa ba yung cancer na nakuha mo or acquired siya with your lifestyle?
Ang cancer naman kasi genetic. Tapos
Acquired genetics pala dapat yung term. Sorry. Oo.
Natin si Dr. Willie Ong. Dr. Willie Ong.
Ganun siya yung lifestyle, yung genetics.
meron ding lifestyle. So, yung sa akin, most probably genetic yan. Nandyan lang sa sistema ko, dormant lang siya. Tapos, siguro na-trigger by something. Yun, trigger.
AC, you talk about yung chemo and radiotherapy kanina. Tapos, ano ba yung mga treatment na nagawa mo? Like, may mga weekly blood test ba?
You've undergone.
Ganun. Oo.
Yung mga test. Nung una, yung first na diagnosis ko, yun, 5 months before ako maoperahan sa CLTH. Pabalik-balik ako sa Makati Med for medical tests. Then, after 5 months, sabi ng doktor ko, sige, operahan na lang natin. Kasi hindi naman siya lumiliit or whatnot. So,
opera means removal. Removal of...
Parang sabi, excision biopsy ang gagawin. So, tinanggal nila and yun. So, they found out that it was squamous cell carcinoma.
Kamusta naman yung support system mo nung first and second, treatment? Yung mga friends, family?
Support system, kasi My mom was in London that time. Nagbabakasyon siya. Tapos nagstay ako dito sa province for 6 months. Naglowa ako for 6 months from the office. So nag-attend while having the treatment kasi hindi naman ganon ka tedious yung yung treatment ko during that time. Kasi alternative medicine nga. So during that time, pumupunta ako dun sa parlor. May parlor pa ako noon. So, yung sa tao doon. Kaya nawawala siya sa isip ko. And plus, ang factor din na, anong tawag nito, introvert ako. So, I don't need,
someone else. Yeah.
wala na.
Para
Introvert.
introvert ka ba? Hindi ka naman introvert.
Oo.
na nasa party yung introvert, ang saya-saya niya sa party, tapos pagdating sa pagpunta niya ng banyo
Baka ambivert. Wow.
may maipasok ko lang tong...
Oo, ganun ako. So, totoo yun. Totoo yung feeling na yun na pag nasa crowd ka, you gel, you do whatever they're doing, yung mga tipong ganyan. Pero pag nag-break at pumunta ka ng CR, you
At sa
feel
sarili ka na lang.
yun. So,
Okay.
yun.
Okay. Kaya ka pala talagang tawag dito. Yung recovery mo kasi parang syempre 'di ba, sabi nila kapag may cancer ka, kailangan malaking factor that you have a strong support system, 'di ba? Like magjo-join ka ng mga groups with CA, may mga ganun ka ba? How did you recover? I mean, how did you fight the emotional stress, the physical stress? So, ano yung mga ginawa mo? I mean, just to let us know lang. Kasi parang kami, we visited you every once in a while and parang nakatulong ba yun sa'yo, yung pag-visit ng mga friends mo, families mo?
Or pinuyat ka ba namin?
Nung pinupuyat niyo ako. Pero nung may cancer, hindi na tayo nagpupuyat nun eh. Yun, yung pag-visit ng mga friends, very helpful naman yun. And thank you. I am really grateful na binibisita niyo ako and all. And sa support system kasi sabi ko nga introvert ako, okay na ako sa loob ng kwarto mag-isa. Nagbabasa na lang ako ng libro. Yun. I have a lot of books na binili. Hindi ko pa siya
Just to share din, Marce, I think the last visit na ginawa namin with you was, I think, the worst. Kasi I think that was the time na nakita ka namin na you were at your lowest point physically kasi you were medyo bloated ka, tapos I think you're losing hair, hindi ka makalapit sa amin, we wanted to hug you, we wanted to kiss you, we wanted to, make you feel comfortable, but syempre, because of the situation, medyo malayo lang kami. And we're very happy na you're back. You are back. The AC we know is back.
Yeah, thank you. Thank the Lord for that. I thank the Lord for that. And yun yung sinabi mo nga, nung bumisita kayo, nandito pa kasi nandito kayo eh. Anong tawag nito? Nung bumisita kayo, yes, that was my lowest kasi yan yung first na hospitalization ko eh. Yung na-compromise yung immune system ko.
Oh.
Bumaba nga yung WBC ko. Yun. So, yun. Kaya hindi kayo makalapit kasi nga mas prone ako sa
infection.
So, yun.
Okay. So Marce, going back, no, since we're all here listening to you right now, hearing your side, your story, how are you right now? I mean, you're okay. You said na okay ka na. So, I just want to know, or we just want to know, nasaan ka na sa journey mo ngayon? I mean, the whole fight of the big C, nasaan ka na ngayon doon?
Sabi ko nga kanina, yung sa phase ko ngayon, nasa monitoring and monitoring phase and recovering na. So, sabi ng onk ko, after 6 months, mag-ano kami, mag-scan ulit. So, no medication, nothing. And yun lang, mag-monitor lang. So, pero alalay pa rin naman. So, bawal at mga sweets na masyadong mga sweets. Although kumakain ako, matigas sa puso ko eh. Pero
Always.
hindi naman hindi naman palagi. Pag nag-crave ka lang, yan. So, yung ma-advise ko, kapit lang, tayong may cancer. Kasi hindi naman tayo ng Panginoon. It's all there for us. And He will guide us and He will help us. Just have faith. Always. Yun. So, yun lang naman yung may advice ko sa mga listeners natin who's experiencing the same thing that I am experiencing or that I have experienced. So, yun. So,
What was your key takeaway sa conversation natin? Kasi yung sa akin, kasi I think I've known you since 2010, 11, 12. Ganun, matagal na. Kailangan nang putulin. Yeah, my key takeaway, not just with your BC situation, but in general, when you're faced with a big problem or you were put in a different situation, inconvenient for you, number one is to make sure that you have someone to talk to, and small group, kahit 1 or 2 or 3 people that you're close with. Pag sabihan mo ng experience mo, ng problema mo, and then you humugot din ng strength mo to face your problem. And never ever, as what you've said kanina, AC, you were you inspired me in some way na to not give up, kasi sometimes sa buhay we're faced with situations na parang ang hirap naman nito. Tapos minsan naisip ko, okay, not to compare, but to, this has helped me a lot. Na parang, okay, yung isang kaibigan ko nga, mas malaki pa yung problema na binigay sa kanya. So parang wala akong karapatan at all to complain. So that motivated me to continue and, call there sa taas if needed.
Yeah, totoo.
Yep, that's my key takeaway.
When you're facing adversity, kailangan maging resilient ka din. Kailangan you have to be strong and you have to fight for your life. So, yun. So,
Ako parang same lang naman din.
Ikaw, Rex, what was your key takeaway?
Correct.
So,
I-replay na lang, ganon.
Okay, ako muna.
same.
Ikaw muna, Rex. Ikaw muna
Parang sa akin same lang naman din. Katulad nung kay Bonde na parang kailangan mo talaga ng support system. Like yung family mo, friends mo. Kasi sila talaga yung aalalay sa'yo. in this difficult situation. Tapos, syempre, si God din, kasi siya talaga yung mag-guide para sa'yo. Katulad nung, ikaw, kakilala mo na si si AC ng matagal na. Ako, nagkakilala tayo AC nung 2010, mga ganun, through kay Paul.
Hindi
Tapos di
2010.
madalo-dalo na. 2010 ba yun? 12?
20.
13 ganon. Yung
Oo,
nagkasalubong.
mga ganun. Tapos nung nandito na ako, pupunta kami dyan every time, dalawin ka. Tapos nakikita ko naman how strong, ha?
Ako ba o si ano?
Ikaw. O yun lang. Always have faith kay God na parang siya talaga yung mag-guide sa'yo. Siya lahat talaga magbibigay sa'yo ng strength. Kung ano ba yung mga magiging decision mo sa life and all. So, yun.
Ako siguro, just to add sa mga sinabi nyo, kasi ako parang napapansin ko na what AC showed us is a different way of coping, no? So, parang kanya-kanya tayo ng pag-cope, no? Meron iba, they needed people to comfort them, support system, but with AC, parang what he said is that parang he's okay na daw, alam mo yun, fighting alone. So, I respect you because that's who you are, no? So, kahit iba-iba tayo ng way to cope up, parang for me, it's just really one thing. Babalik at babalik tayo sa core natin, sa sarili natin. And, alam mo yun, for you to strengthen your core, I believe we really need to start feeling grateful. Alam mo yon, so maging grateful tayo for the things we have kasi that's the only way for you to strengthen again your core. So at least kahit papano, kahit mag-isa kang nagbabattle sa mga struggles mo with us, na pag may strength yung core mo, kayang-kaya mo siyang I mean, you can overcome the challenges that you're going through with. Yun.
Ayun. Yun. That's good. Not
Thank
to
you, Pastor Paul.
baka ma-misunderstand na ma-misunderstood ako. My family played a
A big
very
role.
a very big role.
It's the most important persons in your life.
Wait lang, ngayon ko lang kayo nakita na apat to, kanina isa-isa lang.
Yan, without them, I won't be able to survive this. Sila yung yung rock ko, sila yung strength ko. So lalong-lalo na yung mga kapatid ko. So they helped me financially, they helped me emotionally, although sabi ko kanina sa akin it's best kasi wala naman sila dito. Yung isa lang na kapatid ko ang every now and then will visit sa akin. Kasi nga nandito siya sa Pilipinas. Yung iba na over. Dalawa pala sila ngayon. Yun. Dumating na yung isa. So, yun. So, don't get me wrong kung I'm introvert. So, mas comfortable lang ako dun sa mag-isa ako na nagdi-deal ng
Yeah.
although nandyan lang sila para sumuporta sa akin. And if not from or not their help, talagang deads na rin ako ngayon. Kasi fear ko eh. So yun, to wrap things up, let me share this experience to all my listeners and viewers na it's not too late to start a new thing that you want to be happy. Life is very short. So kung gusto mong at my age, I'm just starting to do this podcast. Hindi mediocre lang naman ako. I don't speak well. I am not fluent. I am not fluid in conversation, but I'm doing it. Sasabihin ng iba, I'm trying hard. Yes, everyone's trying hard. everyone, kahit sino ka pa man, you start from the bottom if you want to do something great. So yun, you have to be happy always, and do whatever you wanted to do as long as hindi ka nagtatapak ng ng paa ng iba, or hindi ka nananakit ng iba. Well, I believe, I strongly believe na everyone can do everything. Okay. So, you, Bod, do you have any final message?
Well, never give up. Kasi yun nga, yung sa key takeaway ko kanina, never give up. Whatever problem it is, laban. And never ever lose faith. Kasi yun yung matutulong sa'yo talaga.
Okay.
Go. Kasi kung ibang tao nga, oo.
Yeah.
Sige, wait naman.
Sorry.
No, I'm done. Sorry.
Umalis si Paul dahil may Christmas party siya. So, sa makapag bid goodbye to everyone. So, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, guys.
Thank you. I'm happy to see you back on track. I'm happy to see Paul. He's living his life. You living your life up in there. Ako naman here on the south. I'm doing good. So I'm very happy that all four of us are on a good shape. This 2025, I pray to God na ibigay na yung mga desires ng puso natin, good health. Kasi I don't even wish for like success, money, and everything. Kasi with our personality, bigyan lang tayo ng magandang kalusugan, makukuha natin yung success na yan, yung money na yan, yung everything. So I wish everyone good health. And let's say 2025 to be our year again.
Yeah. Okay. See you soon, Rex. And
See you.
okay. And again, just have courage and be kind, because tomorrow's never promised. Thank you for watching Local Talks, and have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Bye!